What do you want? You want a debate?
Yeah.
I have to poop first.
Okay.
That's what I need.
Let's debate about sitting or standing while wiping.
Baking powder.
What? People stand while
Yes,
wiping?
there's a lot of people that stand
So
up.
that was my reaction at first,
What?
but it's like 40% of people stand up.
Dude,
what?
if you stand up and your cheeks closed, there's just poop everywhere. Like you get sandwich shit. Like you get sandwich ass when you stand up and shit.
Why would you do it? Literally goes against the whole point of like wiping. You just
Chance
what?
literally does that.
Chance stands up while he's wiping?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
insane.
That's the first time we heard it.
That's so crazy. That makes no sense, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I guess we can't really debate since we're on the same side.
Yeah, fuck.
You called Nick a Marxist once. I remember.
Who?
Nick, you called him a Marxist, or what is it called?
Marxist?
What is it called? You want to just get rid of the issue like immediately. What is that word called?
I don't know what the...
Marxist. Am I saying it wrong
No,
in English?
Marxist is what you're trying to say.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with like getting rid of an issue, unless the issue is the means of production being in the hands of the bourgeois class, the wealth-owning class, and rather than the proletariat, which is the working class.
I know 2 words of that sentence.
And when you say some words, you don't understand, like, most people don't know what you're saying.
That's why I described it. I said bourgeois, the wealth-owning class.
What's bourgeois?
The wealth-owning class, the
Oh.
capital-owning class. Those who own businesses, those who own capital, those who are in the stock market, you would be bourgeois.
Yeah.
That hire others.
Yeah.
Versus the working class, people that work for their labor, people that make money off of just their labor, that work for the bourgeois wealth-owning class.
I think I'm more like a day
I have to pee,
laborer.
bareback.
I work really hard, 4 hours a day, blood, sweat, and tears. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, as a Twitch streamer, like we get paid a lot, right? And then what you do with that wealth puts you in the wealth-owning category rather than the working category. But like the money that you make off of Twitch is still labor. You are still working. You don't own all the means of your production. You do have a lot of it. You do own a lot of it. Like you own the equipment. You have freedom. You've worked a regular job ever, right?
Many.
Okay. Oh yeah, you told me.
Many jobs.
So think about the difference in power that you had when you worked. Give me an example of a job.
Jimmy John's.
You worked at Jimmy John's. Perfect.
Yeah.
You don't own the sandwich.
No.
You don't own the bread. You don't even own the knife. You have no freedom to
Or the
figure out-
gloves.
Or the gloves. You have no freedom over your own time, your own schedule. You have no, you can't just be like, today I'm going to do a bacon, like a BLT.
Make my own sandwich.
Yeah, I'm going to do a BLT avocado with eggs. Like, you can't just do that and like offer that at Jimmy John's. You have no control. You're just a cog in a machine.
So that is that's the working class.
That is, you were a worker in that respect.
Yeah.
Yes. But now, there's a little bit of a difference on Twitch because you are still your own boss.
Interesting.
So you set your own time. You decide today's going to be Pokemon card opening day. And then the next day you decide today's also going to be Pokemon card opening day. And then the next day you decide the same.
And then everyone's going to leave.
Or you say to yourself, I'm going to play fucking FIFA today. And they get mad, but you're like, fuck you.
So
that's you have way more control now over your own labor. Now Amazon still controls a certain part of your life.
Because I can't say the words that I want to, like Destiny. I'm kidding. That's just a joke.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm kidding.
But there is like limitations.
I'm kidding.
To the
Destiny.
freedom that you have. You are significantly more free in comparison to the overwhelming majority of workers. But there is still a little bit of alienation. There's still a little bit of control. You get paid by Amazon. They can take away that pay if they wanted to. They control a certain percentage of the ad revenue.
But isn't everyone kind of like that? Like everyone has someone's boss. Even Twitch has to answer to somebody.
Yeah, and then you just go up the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
You go up the ladder, but the reality is,
who's really at the top though?
Jeff Bezos and the wealth owners, the owners of wealth, who are completely removed from
like Elon and them.
From anyone who's on the ground working.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point. Like,
so how do I get there?
Money, people who are sitting on the board, people who are like completely removed from Amazon, they just have capital and they're like, I have money and I've given this as an investment and I don't care what the fuck happens. I just want a return on my investment.
But that sounds like where I want to be. That sounds like that's better.
It's not. I don't like it.
But like, not saying that it should exist or not, but doesn't that sound like a better place to be?
Dude, your chat is going crazy.
Poland doesn't even pay rent, he's bourgeoisie as hell.
Someone said Lucifer's at the top.
Anyway.
Dude, my chat, by the way, gets really, really, really
spammy.
Into whenever
Immature?
whenever there's any topic that's like right or
a big bowl, like
not even right or
bowl.
wrong, but a little bit
Big bowl.
different, they just lose it.
Yeah,
they're
spamming E-Rob, saying E-Rob not on top.
They just go against, just mention.
Yes, but under a capitalist system, being the capital owner is better. Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Being like the wealthy.
So
guy is
what? Let me ask you this:
what?
How do we fix everything? What do we do?
Okay, so a Marxist or a leftist or an anti-capitalist would say that the best way to solve our problem is to solve the inherent contradictions that exist under capitalism.
Okay.
And the best way to do that is by giving power to the people. By giving power back to the people, allowing every worker to have a level of autonomy and lack alienation from their labor.
Sure.
Now, currently under capitalism, who's going to fix the bathrooms? Who's going to clean the bathrooms? Right?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to clean the bathrooms.
Sure.
So you have to make them fear for their lives, and that's the only way they clean the bathrooms. If you don't go and fucking clean the bathrooms, then you don't have a job. If you don't have a job, you don't have a roof over your head. If you don't have a job, you don't have a roof over your head, your life is fucked, right? So that fear is what causes you to take a shit job that you don't want to.
That's why I go live every day.
Okay, that's ridiculous. But okay.
No, I'm not kidding. It's fear.
Okay.
It's fear that in 10 years I will be having to,
He does. He's scared of spending money. Us this weekend is the one thing that we've ever spent money on. He saves
buys
up.
that Pokemon card.
Yeah, but then he doesn't
that's
capitalize.
That's your addiction.
It's not even addiction, but I've actually made money on Pokemon cards.
That's crazy.
Because I got a Magic the Gathering sponsorship because of it, and it paid for all my cards and some.
No, you went even. You didn't make
did.
money.
See, I had to open cards. They sent me cards. You had to play the game.
Yeah. I mean, I'm down to open cards.
Yeah.
But.
So are you saying?
So the point
I
was making.
Who's cleaning the toilets?
Who's going to clean the toilets? Now, there's two different ways of doing this.
Yeah.
Right? There's either the negative incentivization, like the fear.
Yeah.
That you'll die if you don't do it, or the positive one, where you think about all of the back end shit that you do for your stream and for others.
Yeah.
That's a job that I would never be able to do, and I wouldn't even want to do it. Why do you do it?
Because it's fun.
It's fun for you now, but you had to learn it. It probably wasn't fun when you first started.
A lot of trial and error.
Yeah. Well, that is positive incentivization.
Mm-hmm.
You know that someone needs to figure out all this back end shit. And you were like, I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to make myself valuable. I'm going to make myself useful in
That's why I live rent free.
In this ecosystem.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did that because of positive incentivization. You're a streamer yourself. You know that this is a necessary thing to do.
Yeah.
And instead of hiring someone, you figured it out.
How can you get that from cleaning toilets
Cleaning the toilets is the same shit because that's not a fulfilling part of your job, or you made it fulfilling because it's a fundamental part of this entire process. It's important to do.
Yeah.
Without that, it wouldn't exist. Without someone cleaning the toilets,
there'd be shit everywhere.
Yeah.
It'd be terrible.
Exactly.
Everyone would hate life.
Buddy would be fucking diarrhea spraying everywhere.
Yeah.
And you give Buddy a bath.
But how do you make that a desirable position?
You make it a desirable position because you love Buddy, right? You understand?
Yeah, but who would clean the toilets at Wendy's? No one loves Wendy's.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. If you own Wendy's, if you own a piece of Wendy's, then you're like, well, this is my property. Of course I'm going to
so you want the employees to own part of the company?
Yes.
Interesting.
Means of the labor. So it's not just like ownership of part of the company, but they also, in a democratic capacity, have play a role in the decision making process as well.
But it couldn't. So you want the guy who's cleaning the toilets at Wendy's to be able to dictate how the company presses on forward?
Yes and no.
Is this normal salt? Salt substitute?
Mm-hmm.
Will this work?
I don't know.
No.
Yeet.
So the problem is, every single person
What the fuck is
is
this?
hyper focused on our current power structure.
Yeah.
Like the hierarchy and the way that it exists.
Yeah.
So it's impossible for you to think about companies in a way that isn't authoritarian. It's impossible. You're like immediately like, oh, so that means the janitor is now the CEO.
No. But they
It's
have a
not
voice.
One person. Yes, exactly.
So it's
not
just
one
votes.
person. Yeah.
But
It's a person who can take the experience that they have,
yeah.
cleaning fucking toilets,
Sure.
that the board member has no association with and has never even thought about, and even make that part of the process better by being like, okay, well, this is the type of cleaner that we should be using because it could be better, like in their own specialized field.
But they're not. But like, yeah. But when they're not talking about like making burgers, like, should we change the Baconator? Like, then would that be someone else's like role or?
Yeah, I mean that's not how the the way that the government currently runs. You don't fucking go in and you're not like.
So,
You're not like, actually, we need to change the fucking agricultural regulation. Well, you have no idea how the fuck that works. There's still specialists in this.
I think what you're saying is good, but I think it needs like an entire system overhaul because currently I do not trust the Gen Pop to make any choices on anything because I think they're dumb.
Yeah, that's...
Like imagine the people in your chat that you ban all the time, making decisions on things.
Why would you give power to dumb people?
They don't have power. They just have more of a say now. They don't have like totalitarian full-blown power.
But there's more of them. So like for example, like Twitch for example.
I understand.
There are millions of zero viewer Andys. What if they made the site the way that they wanted? The rest of us would get completely fucked.
Ultimately, it still doesn't matter. It's not like everything is supposed to be handled in a democratic capacity. It's not like everything is like, we are going to decide now what the site is going to look like. There's still a hierarchy. It's just a hierarchy that is more democratic. It's still a hierarchy where there's more of a say. So
a little bit more of a say.
A better example would be this.
Yeah.
So like, zero viewer Twitch streamers can't just be like, you know what? We've decided that like Nmplol has to literally forcibly raid or shut off his stream at 12 so that fucking other streamers can become other streamers can have access to the market or anything like that. Like that's silly. It's a silly fucking thing.
But yeah, be honest, now that you said it, some people might start thinking about it.
Okay, the difference, it doesn't matter. The difference is people immediately go there and people immediately assume like, oh, in a democratic world, like they're just going to come after me. They're going to come after what I have. But what you don't realize is the alternative right now in this current system is that Amazon can do whatever the fuck they want. They can literally tell you like, no, tomorrow you shut off your stream at 12 and you're fucked. They can ban you. They could literally tell you, we're going to run ads on your show.
Yeah.
And there's nothing
they do
you
that
can
already.
say or do about it. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And that happens, and that is alienation. Like, you don't have full control.
Well, I could have not signed the deal, you know?
Yeah, but then what do? Then you don't have a deal. Then you're not like a fully,
Nick, he's brainwashing you.
I'm not. I'm just explaining to him the concept.
All right, you want to hear my ideal world?
Let's hear it.
You ever read the book The Giver?
No.
Okay.
Yo.
My ideal world, there is no color. Everything's black and white. Okay? We're getting rid of those silly... Because you take a pill that dilutes your eyes from seeing color.
Uh-huh.
And then everyone is given a house and a Tesla.
Love that.
Okay?
Communist.
Everyone's given a house and a
It's
Tesla.
never mind.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay out of this.
All right? Mm-hmm. And you have an assigned job that's given you by the all-seeing eye.
Okay.
A computer. That's
Okay,
able to figure out the derivatives and the integrals of life. It can figure out everything.
So technology that doesn't currently exist.
Yes. And let's say someone decides to be a murderer. You are instantly thrown into the grinder.
What?
Dude, Nick believes in like public execution.
Oh my god, dude.
Instantly.
This got so dark, Nick.
Instantly thrown in the grinder. And everything at all times is being recorded, so you cannot lie. There is no more autonomy.
I think you might be a fascist, dude.
What's that?
I think so too.
like a Nazi. That's like some Nazi shit.
No. You have freedom of choice.
What the fuck?
But you can't be a murderer. You get thrown in the grinder.
Dude, oh my god. That's terrifying. You don't believe in rehabilitation at all. You fucking love Norway. How do you not believe in rehabilitation?
He does not like Norway.
I like
Why do you think
Norway.
He's still here. No, that you just keep telling me that.
Rehabilitation?
So
He definitely secretly loves Norway.
He does not.
He told me when the cameras were off.
That's not true.
It's true. I love Norway.
No, that's not true.
Okay. So how would you handle a murderer, in your words, instead of the grinder?
How would I handle a murder? I think Norway has a pretty solid system. I believe in rehabilitation. I think that
21 years?
I think that there are certain people that have currently incurable disease, psychopathy, antisocial disorders, right? That are causing them to act out in violent ways. And that's currently, we don't have the current medical technology to figure out how to deal with that.
But we could in the future heal them.
That's a certainty. I admit that. But outside of that, nearly every single violent criminal interaction that people have revolves around their material conditions and their upbringing. So I do
lack of love.
Lack of love, maybe lack of their parents are fucking working, they're not around, or they didn't even have parents because one of their parents is in jail.
Like Berkowitz.
What?
Son of Sam.
Oh yeah.
He didn't act alone, by the way.
Okay, well, I don't know.
He watches so many serial killer stuff, and then he says shit
what
like
about
public
Dahmer? How do we save
executions.
Dahmer? He was eating people.
So that's what I mean. Like, there are people like that obviously need to be kept under.
What about Edmund Kemper?
I know. Look,
he should come back to society, right?
I love psychopathic murder fucking stories too.
Yeah.
So that's why I always go to the most extreme, just to describe, like, there are always going to be people that are not going to be able to. We're not going to be able to rehabilitate everyone, like, straight up.
It was classic Dahmer love baby.
Yeah, no, but and I completely
there
understand.
There he goes, back at it again.
But
yeah,
outside of that, like the poor dude that fucking stole a car or some shit, like. That dude needs to be rehabilitated, and the best way to solve that, no grinder for that guy.
Yeah.
The best way to solve that is by fucking, jobs programs, like allowing that person shelter, which you're already offering.
Yeah.
I think giving people, maybe not Teslas, but at least
a Model 3. Why not?
At least a home and a vehicle. Giving people a home and a vehicle solves a big chunk of the problems. Like, people do crazy shit for shelter.
Yeah.
To protect their.
I think the whole system needs a massive rework. But there's just no way that's going to happen.
Yeah.
How is it going to happen?
I believe in slowly but surely through a sequence of reforms.
I think you should be president.
I think we go... Why are you looking at it like that?
Can you be president?
I think we go... I could be, but I'm not going to ever. I'm not going to run for office ever. We work towards becoming more like Norway.
Yeah.
As Norway becomes even more and more leftist as well.
But isn't Norway only able to do what they do because of how much money they have? Because they have oil?
We have oil, bro.
Do we have enough to, pay for everything like they do?
We have more.
Oh, wait, really? Wait.
Yeah, the problem is...
America has more people. More things to pay for.
Yeah, we have more people, more things to pay for.
Yeah, but does it scale? If we wanted to...
Yes, economies scale.
Yeah.
But the problem is... And I talked to you about this the other day in the car. Yeah. Austin's calling me. I'm going to pick up in a second. But right now, if America operated like Norway, our forests would be public and run by the government, okay? All of our extraction would be run by the government.
Yeah.
That would be literally, in the eyes of Republicans, especially Republicans here, that's communism, brother. That's straight up communism. That's what they would say that is. We would have.
I'm not for communism, by the way.
He just keeps saying that Norway's better for the average person without money, but America's better for the person with money.
I think it is.
America is a playground for, if you are one of the wealthier people on the planet, yes, this place is the best, obviously. But it doesn't matter, because think about it this way.
Yeah.
It's great for us, okay? Yeah. We're in a great situation.
We're doing okay, yeah.
For us. I have to use this. I'm sorry to ruin your political talk, but we're making pancakes, sorry.
No, it's okay.
It could be better for us, though.
All I was going to say is it's great for us.
Yeah.
But then you see the fucking tent cities all around Austin. And that comes at a price.
It does.
And it could be even better for us.
It could be. Okay. I know you have to call Austin back, but let me tell you my absolute. You ready?
Let's hear it.
This, I'm telling you, and this is gonna blow your mind because no one saw this yet, but you know it's true. So you know the universe is made up of mostly dark matter, right? Dark matter has mass. It's real. You just can't see it. So the problem with everything is that things are scarce, like lumber in the housing market. I'm telling you, the way to fix this is to clone things using dark matter. So imagine you take a Tesla and you put it in the dark matter machine and make more of them. No, listen. No, it's true. If there was an abundance of everything, right?
Bro, why is all other solutions like shit that doesn't exist currently?
But maybe that's what we need. Maybe we need a solution that doesn't exist.
Okay.
Your Nick's solutions is let's put everyone on an island and give them a Tesla. That's it. And then you can start out with 10K like the Hunger Games. That's
the
his solutions.
shelter part of that is a massive solution for a problem, which I think the government should do.
Listen, look at me. What? I've been living rent-free my entire life, and I've been able to flourish.
Yeah.
That could be everybody else too.
Yeah, because you're mean.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That is the point.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I gotta talk to Austin real
Yes.
quick. But this was wonderful.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
Nmplol for president.
Come back if you ever want to talk again.
All right.
Dude,
You think I'm an idiot?
you have some dumb takes, dude.
I'm mostly joking.
You're extreme.
I'm mostly joking, but I'm telling you the dark matter thing. If it would work.